I've had knee problems. Uh, One doctor says I really need to get a knee replacement, and I'm not planning on that. But I was able to use the stairs almost exclusively on the cruise last night, which I was really thrilled to be able to do that.
Hey, Dorothy, thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me today.
Thank you, Tracy. You are awesome. You're an incredible person.
Oh, you're
And I
awesome
love you.
too.
It's wonderful seeing your pretty face, and you're
Aw,
so bubbly. It's just great. So
you're so
thank
sweet.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for sharing, and thank you for this.
Aw, it's such a joy. You have no idea. I have the best job of everyone. So can you start off by telling the listeners a little bit about how you were feeling prior to coming to QHS?
Okay, yes, what I've noticed is that my hair is actually has gotten, it used to be thick. I'm looking forward to maybe it getting thick again, but it's quite thin, and I've noticed that it's much easier to comb the back of my hair now. I don't know that it's thicker, doesn't feel that way, but yet it's easier to cover up the holes in the back.
Well, that sounds like it has to be thicker. I mean, I
Yeah,
can't imagine how else that would
yeah,
happen.
exactly. Um, the other thing, shall I talk about what Thomas on the Twine call on Monday?
Yeah, that's important.
Okay, and Thomas was talking about synchronicity, and he was talking about, okay, maybe you've seen repeating numbers before, but have you noticed that you're seeing them more? And I got to thinking about it. I used to see 1111 quite a bit. I would see 444 quite a bit, but since Thomas mentioned that, I have noticed I've been seeing 1111 a lot. And 1111 is a sign of spiritual awakening. Big changes are headed your way. I thought, woohoo. And then another number I'm seeing a lot is 444. And that means you are being guided by your guardian angels. And that's also terrific. And then another number I'm seeing a lot is 555, and that represents change. So I thought, I'm in the right place at the right time, and I am definitely headed for change. I'm looking forward to it.
This is what you came here for, my darling.
This is what I came for, and I have quite a list of things I'm expecting. Um, One more thing, I was on a cruise last week, and I've had knee problems. Uh, One doctor says I really need to get a knee replacement, and I'm not planning on that. But I was able to use the stairs almost exclusively on the cruise last night, which I was really thrilled to be able to do that.
Oh, nice. Where did you go?
Alaska.
Was it great?
It was awesome. Yeah. I've done it. I did it another time with my husband. I've been to Alaska several times, but the last time we did it in 2019, Alaska was on fire. The smoke was terrible. It was 90 degrees in Alaska. That's really hot. So this time it was a lot more pleasant because there wasn't any smoke. I was able to take my daughter with me, and we just had a wonderful time.
Aw, that's
So,
wonderful.
and
And so, go ahead.
maybe I should claim the device, because I did use the stairs, but I can't see I ate according to Tracy.
Most people don't. It's okay. Tracy's not
But
perfect, by the way. She,
well, no, of course.
that's
But
funny.
anyway, I I only gained 3 pounds, which I thought was pretty good. So now I'm
Yeah.
working on those.
You're so funny. Um, Yeah, like when I go on trips, I like to do something called OMAD where I fast most of the day so I can eat a good dinner.
Oh, I remember
And
you saying that with the, like when you visit your son.
yeah, when I go to New
Yeah,
York, or like my
yeah.
husband and I went away last month. And
Oh,
so I just do that. I'll just fast all morning and save my calories so I can have a really good dinner.
I didn't do any fasting on the grip on the cruise.
Yeah, I think it's hard when there's like all this food
Oh,
around,
the food was so good.
Yeah, that would be hard. But you just got to go with it and come home and make up for it after, right?
And that's where I am. Yeah.
Cool. So now we get to fast forward, and very, very soon, I mean, like very, very soon, we get to go and have our do-over with the QARC experience. But the coolest thing is we'll have a 30-year-old healthy body with experience and knowledge and wisdom that we've gathered through the decades. What excites you about that, Dorothy? What are you going to do?
Well, I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing, I guess.
Well, let's hope you do a little more.
Yeah, well, right, but I'm pretty active anyway. So, but there's a few things I'm really looking forward to. One, in 2020, I got COVID in October. I didn't even know I had it because the symptoms were not bad. But in December, I lost my sense of smell and it's never returned. So
Really?
I'm
So like
looking forward.
you can't smell anything?
No, I can smell coffee. I can't smell popcorn. I can't smell bleach. No, I can smell coffee. When the smoke was so bad here a couple summers ago, I could smell the smoke. I thought, yay. And I can smell diesel. Uh, that's it. I cannot. It's funny. You'd think I'd be able to smell bleach, ammonia. I can't smell anything. So I think I'm looking forward to getting that back.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I love certain smells.
Like baked bread, baking. Yeah, the smells I can imagine, but I can't smell them.
And what else? What else are you going to do with this 30-year-old body? I mean, it's going to be so amazing.
It is going to be amazing. I don't know. I should
So
probably give it some thought.
I think I'm going to have to do a video on that to help people come up with things they like to do. So let me give you an example. So the other day I was at the grocery store and I always talk to people and ask them questions. And the checkout lady was saying that she went kayaking this last weekend. There's a lake right over the hill, right, really close to me. And I'm like, really? You just like took a boat out into there? She's like, yeah, it's a really great time. You can go into these little coves and pack a lunch and get out of your kayak and go swimming. And all of a sudden that went on my list because I've never done that other than on a trip to Hawaii, but it seems like it's pretty simple to do. And so I was like, I'm all over that one. So I think I'll do a video to help inspire people like you that are really not sure of what's out there.
It's an interesting question because I used to wonder, I worked my whole life and I didn't have hobbies. And I thought, what am I going to do when I retire?
Mm-hmm.
And my days go pretty fast. I work out, I go to Zumba 5 days a week. And I've met some more widows that are in my age group that we do things together.
Oh, good.
Yesterday, yeah, to tell you this, I'm kind of proud. I wanted to learn to shoot. My husband was a retired, he was a police officer, never taught me to shoot. I wanted my dad to teach me, he didn't teach me to shoot. So, and I've got a couple of guns that my husband had. I gave most of them to his son, but I thought I want to learn to shoot. So yesterday I went to my first shooting class.
Cool.
And I was, my friend who was 80, she and I, there were seven women in this class, and actually we were certainly the oldest, and she and I did the best.
Oh,
I
how
got to
awesome
shoot,
is
and I thought,
that?
hey, I could see how people get into this. It was really fun. I enjoyed it, and I've been afraid of guns, but it was really fun.
Oh, good for
So that was
you.
kind of exciting. So I'll probably spend more time at the shooting range. Um, and like I said, I haven't thought a great deal about what I will do, but that's a good thing to think about.
What about your humanitarian projects? That's going to keep you busy,
That'll
isn't
keep
it?
me very busy. Yes, I'm more into the QHS. I'm looking forward to LWS, of course. But I'd love to be able to fund the healing beds, to have a clinic or whatever. I want to help people. My number
Mhm.
one, that's where my heart is. I want to help people. So many people need help. I have friends who talk about not only, I have friends my age that are still working because they don't have the money to live.
Mm.
And I have friends that they've got some real serious health issues. I just want to help.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
I hear you. Well, we came up with an idea that on the RSS platform, there's going to be a button that says join QHS, so the beneficiaries can
oh,
join
awesome.
QHS.
Awesome.
And whoever wants to do this can have a QHS center adjacent to their CAC.
That's awesome.
So then that way, that when people come to visit one or the other, they get to see both.
That's incredible. Yeah.
So yeah, because
And
there's a Greek quote that says, in our youth, we spend our health to create our wealth, but in our later years, we spend our wealth to regain our health.
oh, that is so true.
Right? So I think people need both, in excess, so that they don't have to create limitations on themselves.
Yeah, that's great. So, and by the way, I liked your 49 video.
What one was that?
The 49, today's hug, with all the stuff, the worst food with the pesticides.
Oh, the Dirty Dozen.
I'm sorry, dirty dozen now, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can't remember the numbers. I think I'm already on like 60 something today.
Oh, okay. I think today's was 48 or 49. So,
Okay, yeah, today I uploaded. It's all blocked until it comes out in the newsletter, but today I just uploaded 64.
oh, wow.
So I'm trying to stay ahead so that when we go to Salt Lake City, I'm caught up and I don't have to sweat it.
So good. Well, those hugs they're just incredible. And your information is so good.
Thank you. Well, I'm gonna run out of content one of these days, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do. But I don't know, things keep coming. Like I just took a note, do a video for hobbies.
Yeah,
So
that's great because I don't really know what I read an awful lot. I read a lot of books. I used to do 2 or 3 a week.
wow,
Stuff
that's
that
cool.
was just interesting, wasn't exactly helpful.
Yeah, well, I
Just
mean, I'm reading a book right now. It's a fantasy book because I went on a trip with my hubby, like I mentioned, and I just wanted something that was fiction because I always read
yeah.
nonfiction. And so Kelly, who is an admin, she suggested a fantasy book with a wizard and like just all this interesting
Oh,
stuff. And I'm enjoying it. So
good. I would recommend a book that I have a good friend who just had a book published in February. It's called The Midwife's Touch,
uh-huh.
and it's by Sue Harrison, wonderful Christian. But I couldn't put it down. Of course, I had to read it. But that one you might really enjoy. It's it's different, and it's, I don't know if it's nonfiction or it's fun.
Okay, I wrote it down.
So,
I'll have to
yeah.
check that out.
Yeah.
So what would you like to close with? What are you most excited about moving forward?
Well, of course, having a 30-year-old body will be incredible. And I'll be able to do more physically. Right now, it's hard to lift a 40-pound bag. I'll drag a bag of salt to put in my water softener and I can barely lift it up. So my strength
Oh,
isn't awesome, but I'm looking at just things like that. I think it'll be easier to do the things that I have to do being alone, because now, I have to do everything.
I'm
So,
hearing
and
independence so that you
yes,
can maintain your
yeah,
independence.
yeah,
Cool. Yeah, those 40-pound bags are heavy.
yeah.
Try
Especially,
the band workout. That will help your upper body
the
strength.
band, yeah, and I was looking, you did the core with the plank, and I think I like those also. But yeah, the band workout and the ones where, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely do. So
Cool. All right. All right, my
thank
darling.
you.
Well, I hope that you will come back for part 2 post Q arc.
I definitely will. Yeah, this has been fun. So thank you, Tracy. You are incredible.
Well, thank you, sweetie. I'm looking
So,
forward to part 2, and we'll see you next time.
okay, thank you.
Thank you for making this QHS project fly. This valorous admin team, thank you. The Key community welcomes you. Thank you for making your home QHS healthy and happy. Thank you for helping us place QH centers all around the world. Together, hand in hand, we make miracles happen. QuantumHealingSystems.org. Thank you.